everybody, it's Janae Canis. Welcome back to Lectin Free Solutions. Today I have a really delicious coconut muffin recipe for you. I know you're going to love. This recipe is going to be fine for Plant Paradox Keto Intensive and ApoE4 people. Now, this is a little higher carb recipe, so it's one that you'll want to use as a treat, not as an everyday muffin like the walnut rolls or the walnut muffins. But I think you're going to like this as just as a change and a little dessert treat. Okay, let me run the ingredient list down with you as I add them to the bowl. I have 1 cup of sorghum flour. I have a half a cup of arrowroot flour. Got to get it all out of there. I have a 1/4 cup of coconut flour. I'm just mixing these up as I put them in. I have a half a cup of, well, I understand it's BOCHA sweet. I thought it was BOCHA sweet, but anyway, we have a half a cup of that. So however you want to pronounce it, that's the sweetener we're using. It has a tablespoon of baking powder, a half a teaspoon of salt. Let me mix all of those dry ingredients together. This is such a fast recipe. It's really quick. It bakes at 350 and it is done in 30 minutes. So it doesn't get too much easier than that. To the last ingredient to the dry ingredients is going to be is shredded coconut, unsweetened. We'll put that in. Then for the wet ingredients, we've got 2 pastured eggs. I'm going to give those a quick little beat. I'm going to add in a 1/4 cup of olive oil, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and 1/2 teaspoon of coconut extract. Now, if you don't have coconut extract, use a little bit of almond extract. That gives it a nice flavor too. But I really do like the coconut extract. It gives it a really intense coconut flavor. And this is a real coconut. It isn't an imitation flavoring, so it's pretty good. And then also I have 1 cup of full fat coconut milk that we'll add to the wet ingredients. And then into the bowl it goes. Put that there. Get my spatula and we'll give this a quick mix. Let's get all your ingredients together and moistened up nicely. This sorghum flour has a very similar texture to wheat flour. So this is a much lighter batter than you get from the nut flours. But again, it has a little higher starch content. So like I said, it's fine, but as a treat. Okay, we've got that all beat up. I'll let you have a peek at the texture. It's about like that. Now this is just enough to fill up 12 muffin tins. I'm going to fill those all up and top them with some shaved coconut. Okay, well, you know what? I ended up using larger cupcake papers than normal, so I only got 11 cupcakes, but that's going to be fine. Now, what I'm going to do is use some of this really nice large shaved coconut, and I like to just put that on the top, and it'll toast itself nicely as it bakes. Then I've done this several different ways. I just serve it like this, or you can actually frost these if you like. I think it's too sweet. Tom kind of likes it that way. My mom thinks it's too sweet. So I might have to do half of these for him so that he has his sweet tooth satisfied. Anyway, that's all there is to this recipe. We're going to put it now in the oven at 350 and bake it for 30 minutes. And we'll be back to show you what they look like when they're done. Well, we're back with the sorghum coconut muffins. They're all cooled off, and I've cut this one in half so that you could see inside how nice and moist they are. I think you're really going to like this recipe. Okay, the other thing that I didn't mention, I did make this recipe for you today with eggs. But if you're like me and you have an egg protein allergy, feel free to use the Bob's Red Mill egg replacers. It works really well. And when I make them so that I'm going to eat them, then that's how I do it. Anyway, I hope you try the recipe. Let me know how it works out for you, and we'll see you next time. Bye.